I left my life in the US, had a good job, was working as a software engineer, made good money, a good house, a good car, stable life, but I left it. You know why? Because I didn't feel a sense of purpose in that anymore. There's always this long connection between you and where you grew up. For me, it's here where I am. And I didn't feel that back in the US. I had a lot of fears. I had a lot of resistance from my people around me, but I did it anyways. I came here because I wanted to feel alive again, feel happy. I wanted to feel connected to the place where I live, where I spend my time in, probably where my children are going to grow up. That lack of sense of connection between me and those people around me, the society that I lived in, was not something that I could get over with. That lack of purpose at work, those are the things that you can never get over with. Uh, so many people just, you know, they do it on a daily basis. You know, I don't blame you if circumstances does not allow you to move, but if you are in a situation where it does allow you to move, make a difference in your life, then that's what probably you should do. Sticking to a job that you don't like, that you're miserable with, maybe it's not healthy. I've seen a lot of people who quit their day. I mean, not it's not about just leaving a country you live in. Sometimes it's the job that makes you feel miserable. I've seen a lot of people who have left their job, well-paying job, picked up something mediocre and they feel happy about it. Maybe their children will curse them later. Hey, why did you do that? You could have had this nice house, this nice car. But eventually, if you're not happy, the children, your children will not be happy because they feel that misery in your eyes, in your speech. And I felt that way. I felt like if I'm doing it if I'm suffering because of my children, what will they think when they grow up? They thought, okay, my dad chose to be unhappy because maybe his children will be happy. And we're not that because you weren't happy, we weren't happy. I think we can all share that when our parents are not happy, that transmits to us one way or another. We can feel it. We want to do something about it. We want to tell them, okay, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that to be happy? And that's the reality of it. I mean, you can work for your children. You can, you know, bring money, bring food to the table for your children. But to be miserable so that your children maybe one day they will be happy is nonsense. I don't believe in that. I think attending to one's, you know, true desires, uh, true purpose is very important because your motivation is what really matters. I don't know if you ever feel unmotivated in life because of the circumstances. Being unmotivated is the worst thing that can happen to you. Second to being hopeless. I mean, hopeless is the worst, but then unmotivated is the second. It's just so much that you have to give away when you're unmotivated. You can't even give your 20% of your effort. You have to be able to give your 100%. That's why I think it's a lot of people, could look into, their lives and rethink everything. Every single thing you do, you have to have a good why for it. School, work, travel, leisure, and whatnot. It's probably your most important mission is to find that why and why and why. I came here, even though I don't have a job yet. It's been 1.5 years, and it's been tough, to be honest with you. But these are the things I can tolerate. Not having a well-paying job, not having a good car, using public transport to get places, living in a small apartment rather than my big old house. Those are the things that I can get over with. But being unmotivated, I cannot get over that. It's too much of a sacrifice. Being unmotivated, takes the energy out of yourself and out of the people around you. People around you will feel it, and they try to, cheer you up, but they won't be able to. And then they get tired, and then you have to cheer them up. It's just a vicious cycle. And do that favor for yourself. Find out what's your motivation. If you're unmotivated, find out why. If you're depressed, find out why. And if you lost something, if you lost a family member, if you lost, a dear one, think about it. You know, always losing a loved one is very difficult. But if you're feeling depressed afterwards, think about why and how you can get over it. What's lacking in your life? What was taken from you by that person's passing? Um, Sometimes it's just a matter of time. Sometimes, you know, a month, 2 months, a year, 2 years has to pass before you can um, be the happy person that you want to be. Anyways, for me, it's hard to describe why I feel happy. But, the place you grow up has that magic that you cannot explain to other people. It's that magic of, you know, where you shop, where you go to work, where you, travel, the places you haven't seen, places you have seen. And everything is different. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm sure you all feel the same way about the place you grew up. It's my confession about life in general. Given that, I'm here now and I'm giving you this rant about my life. There's so many things that if I want to tell you, you might not make sense to you. Like shopping, for instance. Shopping in a small mom and pop shop versus, the Walmart or Target, all those shops that you get lost in, nobody knows you, you just pick your stuff. and check out, maybe sometimes self check out, and head out the door. But here, the owner knows you. He greets you every time. Like, I haven't seen you in a while. Does this stuff really matter? I don't know. It matters to me, but does it matter to you? Or you can think about uh, traveling and the food. And each city has its own unique taste, it has its own unique souvenir, has its own unique architecture. You travel 200 miles and then you find a whole new city with whole new people, maybe a whole new language. I'm not joking. By traveling 200 miles west of here, you have a totally different language. You go west, you go east, dialect changes, an accent changes, food changes, so, climate changes, um, so many things. And at the same time, they all are familiar, even though people with a different language, I feel connected to. People with a different religion or sect, I feel connected to all of them. Even the worker, the vendor that at the traffic stop that tries to sell you flowers, that person, I feel that deep connection to that person. I'm not emotional. I'm just, maybe I am emotional. I don't know. But it's a different life here. Anyways, guys, that was my rant. Take care. Stay motivated. Bye.